good people? How are things? How are things? Beautiful day here in Northern California. I gotta head into Grass Valley. I need some new boots. I gotta get some work boots, and I have to see if I can get this phone that I got at Metro switch back to Verizon, if they'll let me do it, and I pray they do. But if not, I'll just have to figure something out. Boy, it was a crazy weekend. See, because I work at a lake, a campsite and a lake, and they have the day use, and there's people party, and then families come, and I tell you, it's almost like psychology. You got to deal with people different, and people running games on you, and people want to, instead of pay the price that they're supposed to pay, they try. It's just, and it's not everybody. I mean, I'm going to say about 25% of the people, believe it or not, are just always hustling, and it's crazy. But we did have, so the owner has boat docks, and he rents slips out for the season, and boy, they pay about $1,200, I think, for 3-4 months to be able to park their boat there. It's their slip, and they were out boating, and somebody just parked in their slip, went in for the party, because they'll have bands every holiday or something. They'll have bands. That's kind of neat. It's a family thing, and people go out and dance. It's neat. But yeah, they just parked their boat there, and this poor guy was, because I didn't know what to do. I haven't come across that. I mean, not to that extent, and I had no idea what to do. I said, well, just give me like a half an hour, and he's got his family there and stuff, and we couldn't really resolve anything. So he's just pushed. Well, this is what happened, and it was kind of a chicken shit move on my part. I didn't know what to do. I mean, obviously, if we take possession of the boat, then we're liable, right? I mean, everybody's sue happy these days. So I told him, just do whatever you think you got to do. That was terrible. I should not have done that, and the guilt was just eating me up. They're paying for a safe spot to park their boat, and if it's, it's not our fault somebody parked there, but we should know how to handle it, wouldn't you think? So there was that. This guy almost pulled right out in front of him. He can't see because the sun's in his eyes. Just tons of stuff, because that place is just packed, man, just absolutely packed. And we have these campsites. They're called Rocky Point. They're kind of cool. They're way out on the end by themselves and right on the lake, and it's kind of neat. But people like the day use out there, and the partiers like that one. And so we had this one group that, they had like 3 campsites and a whole bunch of day use out there, which you get, and you just kind of gotta work it out. Sometimes, like, we'll let people go out there if it's not busy, let them day use out there. I mean, why not? They paid for the day use, but when it's real busy and there's campers out there, you can't do that. Campers paid for it. But it was so crazy. It's just trying to keep everything. You really need, like, psychology. You need to know a little psychology, I guess. I don't know. You got to be tactful. Well, I told these guys there's a bunch of their friends coming up, and they did have a couple campsites, but you're still not allowed that many people. And I said, well, look, just keep things under control for me, just keep things under control tonight. Remember us, when the party's raging. Hey, man, they treated us with respect. Let's be cool, right? I figured that would be the thing to do. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had to stop and grab some cigarettes. So where I was, yeah. So this group was they were pretty rowdy. there's a beach out on the other side. It's not part of our campground, but that's where everybody likes to go. It's all sandy, and man, there's just like 50, 100 boats out there, you know, and it's hot, and people all over the beach. And I guess I was talking to one of the campers on the end campground, and the night before, guy got hit in the face with a shovel. Man, that sounds painful, huh? But anyway, so yeah, so these guys, their time was up. They need to be checked out by 4, and you know, it's about 6, and I'm making my rounds, and they're just sitting out there drinking beer, got their feet up, and I was pissed at that point because, you know, man, I treated them with respect. Come on. And so I did. I got mad, and I went in there yelling and hooting and hollering and cussing, and, you know, and it's not good. It's not good anyways, but, you know, there are people with bad motor scooters that will, you know, these guys were just punks. They were punks, but there was quite a few of them, you know. I mean, I no doubt. I mean, I'm not even a bad dude. I mean, you guys can see I'm not muscle bound or nothing, but I'll get down. But here's the thing, man, when you're fighting more than one person, it ain't like the movies, that's for sure. It's, yeah, I mean, you're basically done. And these guys seem like they'd have been the type to jump in for each other, you know. Yeah, I'm like I'm a little old man. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, I'm a little old man, and I'm out there, and I got 4 of them all lined up, and they're, you know, they're cocked, and then I'm cocked, and we're, it was just, boy, could have ended ugly. But again, I don't think these guys were, I don't think so. You know how you could read people, and you could pretty much tell, but there was so many of them, because there's a lot of them in the background, you just don't know. You know, you just don't know. I think most of your bad motor scooters, though, they treat you with respect because they want to be treated with respect, right? You know, barring some of the crazy ones. But yeah, there was that. So I'm just taxed. It's more mentally this time of year. It's not the physical tired. Like I had yesterday off, I got nothing done. Well, I did barbecue burgers. I did do that. Am I going the right way? I'm going the right way. I'd say I gotta go in the Grass Valley. So I barbecued some burgers yesterday, and then I bought more fishing gear. I got so much fishing gear, and I never fish. We gotta start going fishing, guys. So yeah, just taxed, and now the day is almost spent, and I'm just getting up and getting out, man. But what do? You know, again, I'm old, man. I can't do this like I used to. Man, in my younger days, it was nothing to go 12-hour days, nothing. You know, if I wasn't working 12 at work, I'd work my regular 8 and then come back and work at home 3 or 4 hours. But that's when you're younger. I can't do that no more. Now I work my 40-hour shift, and I'm just taxed, man. So it's like you're living at a lake, but I don't really enjoy it. I don't, you know. I mean, in a sense where you think you get off work, go fishing. I'm taxed. But it's cool, man, you know. I'm grateful. Gotta be grateful. I got it made. Absolutely got it made. I was on disability, SSDI, for about 5 years, 4 or 5 years, I think. I was having seizures, and I had one. I've had throughout the years. I think it was working with lead, but like when I was like 14, I worked at a sinker company making fishing sinkers. So it was in the 80s when it wasn't really like lead wasn't a big issue. It didn't seem like. I mean, no protection or nothing. But, you know, big plumes of smoke because I had to melt it down. But it paid. It paid better than McDonald's. And, you know, at that age, it's kind of your choices. Maybe a service station or something. But anyway, so I had one. I was working at Costco in 2002. And out of the blue, you know. Not alcoholic seizures. These are just seizures, and I don't remember none of it. I was just stalking. It was like 2 in the morning. I was in the house stalking away. I don't remember nothing. Come to, and I was on the ambulance, and then to the hospital. It's weird when you have real big ones. I had small ones too, and the real big ones, it's weird, man. It's crazy because it happens so quick. So anyways, yeah, I fell down, and she was a pretty gal. I fell down and hit my head. Well, I hit right here, and it jarred my brain. I haven't been the same since then. I was able to fight through it and keep working. They got me on medication. That's when I got addicted to Valium. They were putting me on 40 milligrams of Valium. I did that for about 6-8 years. I tell you, quitting that stuff ain't no joke. Now, do I go left or right? I think I'm going right. Okay. No, I am going left. Yes, I'm going left. You're going to get in an accident here. So, yeah, the quitting the Valium ain't no joke, boys. Anyways, I'm just rambling away, aren't I? At least I got my shirt on this time, huh? Ooh, there was an accident right there. So, yeah, so I kept having the seizures, man. I couldn't drive. I was a mess. So I was on disability, and I think that added, because I get depression, I do, and I think that added to it, because I'm meant to work. I'm a worker, That's just I am. It's in my blood. I think it's in all my brothers and my nephews. Everybody's workers. It's not a bad quality, huh? But so of course I was depressed. I wasn't working. So no longer on that. Why am I even talking about aliens? We're supposed to be talking about conspiracies, right? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think the big conspiracy is Jesus Christ. Not him not being real, but the big conspiracy is them trying to say he's not. And you know what? They put in so much work trying to discredit him. That just tells me, I think he is who he says he is, and did what he said he did, and gonna come back and do what he says he's gonna do. All right, guys, so I'm at Big 5, and I think all the other conspiracies are just folded conspiracies in it, to keep the deception going. All right, guys, I pray all's well. Love y'all, man.